Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. These are going to be the weekly messages for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for the week of July 1st. Please remember that these are general messages and may not resonate with everyone. We're going to start off with a card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realm and one from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, because we are having a new moon this week and it's going to be a solar eclipse as well. We got the Prison of Waif. Okay, so this card talks about self-sabotage, sabotaging yourself. And we got the Will card with this. You know, and many of us, we do that by our thoughts a lot of times is where we become the most self-sabotaging. You know, by thinking, I can't do this, I'm unworthy, I keep failing, you know, I don't deserve this, I'm unlovable. And you put yourself in your own prison when you do that. And you know, it's a prison of your own making. But you have to find the key that's going to let you out. And, you know, the key that's going to let you out is will. You know, the Will card is all about, you know, decisions that require action for you and that you're in control of your own life decisions and how you're going to go and no one else is. But you have to have the passion and the will and the determination to get yourself out of this mode, this I can't mode, out of that prison that you've put yourself into. You know, the affirmation that goes with the Will card is, I have the will to make the changes I need. And it looks like there's, you know, a change of thoughts that need to happen here with these two, you know, this card, Prison of Waif, coming up. You know, you've put yourself in your own prison there. So have that will to pull yourself out. All right, let's take a look at the overall spread for Earth signs, and then we'll look at each sign. And yes, I am doing things differently this week. Alrighty. Okay, so what do we got for the overall card? You've got the Eight of Wands. So you're in the defense about something. You're trying to hold, you know, if you look at the card, you're trying to hold people back. You're fighting people off. You know, I think you need to ask yourself, why am I in the defense mode? Because you're, you know, I'm sorry, this is the Seven of Wands. I don't know why I said the 8. It says Roman numerals. But it's, you know, you need the courage to resolve this. And it's just like up there, you need to find that will to get yourself out of that self-sabotaging mode. With this card, you know, you have the power to change your circumstances. But are you going to, you know, are you going to do that? All right, so in the past, Earth signs, we have the Magician. So, you know, you have the ability to manifest a different situation, to bring abundance into you, to bring that positive mind thought into you. You know, the Magician's all about having the ability, you know, to manifest the things in our life that is taking the action to, I'm trying to, the thoughts are kind of getting jumbled up. That Mercury retrograde's coming too. You know, taking your thoughts and putting them into action. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Is this where you want to be in this, you know, defense mode, fighting people off? So in the present, we got the Queen of Swords. Well, that's what she's all about, that Queen of Swords. I mean, they say that she is the ultimate bitch, the Queen of Swords can be. You know, if you look at her on this card too, she's looks like she's in defense mode. She's holding that sword pretty tight to her, you know, kind of looking at you like, don't come near me because I'll cut you with this sword. You know, but you're also, I think, you're looking for, with her coming up here, you're looking for a new truth somewhere. And it's, you know, with the swords are about our thoughts. But she also doesn't allow herself, you know, to get thrown off by her emotions either. She takes the emotions in stride and then uses them to get to where she needs to go. So I just think, you know, right now you are in super defense mode about something because we've got two cards here and there's a new truth that needs to be found. In the future, we've got the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, you know, you've made a plan, you've figured out which way you want to go. You're really not taking action yet with the Three of Wands, but you're kind of sitting there waiting for the plans to come together. You know, you've taken that initial action to figure out where you want to go. So now you're just waiting for, you know, the ideas and stuff to come in so that you can move forward. The best path to follow is the Empress. Yep, the Empress is all about, you know, the birth of something new, growth, you know, sitting in abundance. The Empress does. Let's see what your environment. But if you're in this defense mode, you're not going to be able to grow anything new. And in your environment, you've got the Ace of Cups. You know, the Ace of Cups is about love. It's you know, with this coming up with in this position, what's in your environment, and the card that came up in the beginning, the Prison of Waif, you know, it's telling you need to, you know, in your environment, you need to love yourself. You need to love what you stand for. Don't surround yourself with all these negative thoughts in your head. Okay, so in your hopes and fears, we've got Judgment. So with the Judgment card, with this card, I think the fear really is looking at, you know, when we get in judgment mode, we kind of we do a screenshot of our life and things that are around us, and, you know, kind of look over the things and say, what do I need to let go? What part of me do I need to let go so that I can resurrect myself? You know, and you're kind of hoping that you can move to a new level, have a second chance with the Judgment card, gain a better perspective, because that's what you need to do at this point. You know, there's some type of action, there's a path that you need to follow and you need to take action on it, but I think your fear is actually looking at it and saying, okay, this is what I need to do. And in the advice, we've got the Six of Cups. You know, and the Six of Cups is about the past. Maybe you're looking back at the past too much. Circumstances that occurred in the past are making you stay in this defense mode. Be in this Queen of Swords here, like, don't mess with me. You know, the Six of Cups is just that nostalgia card, so I'm kind of feeling, you know, you need to move out of that past mode, keep looking back in the past and letting that define you, and move ahead from that. Let's get the clarifiers. Yeah. So we got the Ten of Coins, the Death card, And the Five of Coins reversed. Now, the Fives of Coins is about feeling like you're put out in the cold and feeling like you're lacking. And that's what the prison of waif kind of is in that mode. He's feeling like he's lacking, but it's in the reverse. So, in order to move ahead and see the abundance that's around you, the Ten of Coins is all about abundance and everything that we have around us, all the good things that are around us. There needs to be a transformation from thinking that you are lacking to knowing that you aren't lacking and that you're not put out in the cold. Okay, earth signs. So that's the overall for you guys. So let's take a look at each sign. Taurus for the week of July 1st. We'll do Taurus first. What are the messages for Taurus for the week of July 1st? What are the messages for Taurus for the week of July 1st? There's that death card. Something's got to go. Something's got to give. There needs to be changes that need to be made, Taurus. The Justice card, yep. There needs to be more fairness and balance. And, maybe that's the change that needs to be made. It could be in a relationship, could be in the workplace, but just things need to be balanced out more in order for this change to occur. And I'm really feeling like for the earth signs, it's changes in thought patterns. Here's that five of Pentacles again. Five of Coins. Feeling like you're put out in the cold, like you're lacking. Maybe you're feeling like one scale's tipped a bit higher than the other one and you need to get them equal. Maybe you're giving out too much money and not getting enough in. So you need to figure out how to make it equal. And then we've got the Chariot. And the Chariot's all about, forward movement, taking the reins, taking control. What are the messages for Taurus for the week of July 1st? And then the Magician again. Okay, so you have the ability to manifest what you want in your life. I'm really kind of feeling too, this is around money. I'm feeling like with the Five of Coins being the center card, I'm feeling like, with the Justice and the Chariot in between, there's got to be some control taken over your finances and things need to be more balanced is what I'm feeling with this. And you might have to find another way with the Magician to possibly bring in some more money. There needs to be changes. Maybe some things need to be let go of. But you need to take that ride with the Chariot towards the Magician so that you can manifest that abundance in your life that's needed. Why is the Death card and the Justice card here? Justice card here? Yep, the Four of Wands. You know, the Four of Wands is about celebrations, but I also see this card as we've got the four pillars. I see this card as you know, maybe there's a foundation that needs to be made stronger. Once you get the scales balanced, that strong foundation will be there. Where's the Justice card? The Five of Coins here. We got that Queen of Swords again. Yep. In order to get that balance, you may have to cut some things out with the Queen of Swords. And I said earlier, you know, with that Waif card, Prison of Waif it was, some thoughts need to change as well. Yeah, and you need to make the decision to head, you know, towards that Magician. We got the Two of Wands. Make that path to move away from the feeling of lack, like you don't have enough. But you're going to have to figure out how you're going to do that with the Two of Wands coming up. Make a plan. Yeah, there's some choices with the Lovers. I don't think this has to do with a relationship, so I'm going to go with the choice here. And, you know, with the big angel in this card, and with the Chariot card, there's divine guidance there, but I don't think you're seeing it right now because you are kind of stuck in that mode of feeling like you're lacking. So open your eyes and see that you're being guided in a direction where you can, you know, manifest the wealth that you need in your life right now. All right, let's look at Virgo next. What are the messages for Virgo for the week of July 1st? You got the Justice card too, Virgo. So Earth signs are needing some balance this week in their lives. Taurus, it seemed like it was finding that balance in you know, finances. Yep. You got the Magician too, Virgo. Being able to bring in, because you know, you got the Ten of Wands. I mean, look at all that he's carrying on his back right now. The Virgos, they've carried a lot of burdens on their back with the Ten of Wands. But it is a 10, so that's starting to come, you know, that cycle's starting to come to an end. But I think these burdens have definitely made a situation where you haven't been able to manifest things that are needed in your life, and something needs more balance, Virgo. I'm feeling like you can't see the path. You don't know which way to go. But the Magician's saying, look up, it's right in front of you. You guys got the Lover's card too. So, you know, with the Lover's card, like I said, it can either refer to a relationship or it also can refer to a choice that needs to be made, because the Lover's card used to be called the Choice card. And with this, maybe, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking there's a relationship in your life, Virgos, that is causing a lot of burdens. And that's where the balance needs to occur, is in the relationship, because it's not manifesting anything good right now anyhow. All it's doing is bringing burdens in. Yeah. Because you really want happiness. You want the sun. The sun is all about happiness, fulfillment. You know, but with the burdens that are there and the unequal, you know, the unequal balance, it's very hard to find that happiness. So I think, you know, what you want to strive for, Virgo, is reaching that sun. We don't have any swords in here, so it's not really talking about cutting things out, but with the Magician, you may have to reach inside and find a new way. Got the Five of Pentacles. So, you know, the balance isn't there. I mean, Taurus got this as well, but theirs, I felt like it was more in money. You're unable to manifest that happiness because there isn't balance, and you're feeling like I'm thinking it's a relationship. The relationship is just lacking. It's just not working. And then we got the High Priest with the Magician and the Ten of Wands. You know, and the High Priest is all about, you know, tradition, the way that we've learned to do things, commitment. Maybe this is about someone, you know, in a relationship, you're wanting someone to make a commitment, but that's not happening. All the relationship is doing is bringing burdens. We got the Eight of Swords, you know, between the lovers and the Ten of Wands. You know, you're feeling trapped. Usually with this card, though, it's you're feeling trapped within your own thoughts. So maybe, you know, what your thoughts are telling you is not really what's going on. Maybe you need to take off the blindfold and look at things more clearly. Take off the blindfold, take off the binding, and walk right out of those swords, and you'll be able to see what the truth is. Because with the Page of Cups, it looks like there's going to be healing. And then that's when the happiness can come in. Whether it be with, you know, the current relationship that's going on or with a new one. Because this Page of Cups can definitely talk about an offer of love. It can talk about an apology as well. So, you know, maybe both parties are going to kind of finally sit down and talk about things and get things balanced out so that the relationship isn't feeling like it's lacking, and be able to move and talk about making a commitment and move closer to that place of the sun, Virgo. All right, Capricorn, you're next. King of Wands. Capricorn, we got that fiery energy. Passion. With the Four of Wands. Now this Four of Wands card in this deck is very, very different than the one in the other deck. When I look at this Four of Wands card, it's telling me, you know, there's multiple options for you. And the door's opening, but I feel like you haven't quite walked through that door when this comes up in this deck. But you know, with the King of Wands coming up, it's telling you, you know, it's time for you to walk through that door, because whatever you've been working on, it's gotten to where it needs to be, and it's ready to go out into the world. So it's time to take a walk through the door and present whatever you've been working on. Yep, the Empress. Yep, something new is going to begin. The birth of something new, growth. That's going to bring you a lot of abundance with her. You need to nurture whatever you're working on, Capricorn, when she comes up. Because it's worth nurturing, because it's going to bring in a lot of good things to you. And we got a new beginning. The Ace of Cups can represent a new beginning in love. I do not feel like it's a new beginning in love with these cards that have come up for this. I feel like this Ace of Cups is more about a new beginning. Is feeling, I'm trying to get the words together, sorry. I feel like Capricorns have been working on some type of project with these cards that are coming out. And it's grown to its potential. And I think the Ace of Cups is coming up because it's saying, you know, the new beginning is there for you about this thing that you've been nurturing and loving and caring for, basically. Because when we work on projects, we put, you know, nurture, care, all that good stuff into them. So they're saying, you know, it's time to take it out there because there's a new beginning waiting for you if you do. And then we got the Four of Coins. But with the Four of Coins, yeah, you're still holding back. With the Four of Coins, you're holding on to something. It's like you've kind of got this fear that you don't want to step forward. You know, maybe at work you've come up with a new idea to handle something that will work really well, but you're afraid people are going to put it down, or you're doing what the card in the beginning said, you know, the prison of waif. Getting yourself up in your mind and talking yourself out of it, because you're not moving forward with the Four of Coins. You're just kind of hanging on to what's there. Why is the King of Wands and the Four of Wands here? Yep, you have some anxiety. You've had sleepless nights worrying about this. And I think it's because you know it's going to make things better, but your anxiety is about presenting it. It's like you don't trust yourself. Why is the Four of Wands and the Empress here for Capricorn for the week of July 1st? So you've had to do some reflection inside to see, you know, the Hermit's about looking inside, looking for the answers inside. So you've got to kind of touch down into your soul and say, you know, I need to get that courage to present this. Because yes, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. She's like standing there with the Ace of Cups and the Empress. Empress is all about new beginning, you know, growth and new beginnings, and the beginning of you know, more abundance coming in. Ace of Cups is about a new beginning that's gonna bring, you know, she and the Nine of Cups is standing there celebrating with everything that she's, you know, accumulated. So these cards are telling you it's time to present this. It's time to move forward because it's going to bring good things in. The Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. Why is the Ace of Cups and the Four of Coins here? Yep, Three of Wands. See, you have to make that decision to choose the path you want to go down. And, you know, if you choose this path to present this thing instead of holding on to it, you know, take that new Ace of Cups and the Empress. You know, he's standing on the edge. He's made his decision. He's moving forward with it. And he's just kind of waiting there for, you know, his ships to come in with this card. But that's not going to happen if you just hang on to it for yourselves, Capricorn. Alrighty, Earth signs. Have a great week this week, and I'll talk to you next week.